I don't really have a script for this video because I'm not really sure what it's specifically asking or what I'm talking about. My novel, the soon-to-be debut novel, is a mass market novel, basically. The story is not going to change, and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to market it to adults or YA. And I'm not sure. But at the current moment, and honestly within the near future, I don't know if the YA market is going to be ideal for me. And unfortunately, right now, I want to self-publish, but I don't know if that's possible for YA. I have been watching the Plot Twist Please podcast with Soman and Victoria. Yes. Anyways, I've been watching this podcast, and she is the author of Red Queen. And so one of the previous videos that she had done, one of the more recent ones, they were discussing the YA market. And it wasn't the entire aspect of the video, it was only a part of it. And she was discussing how the YA market has shrank in regards to the authors and readers. And it doesn't have as much selling power as it used to. It still is there. It will always be there. The difference is that it doesn't have the industry backing like it used to, like in the heyday of Hunger Games. And she basically said that what it will take to revive the YA category in popularity is going to be one breakout book, one book that catches everybody off guard and just sweeps the market. And I would never expect that to be my book. If it does happen, great, but that's not what I'm talking about. My concern is that if I go in the YA direction, if I age down my characters from 19, 20 to 17, 18, if I do that, will it still have the wide range that I'm wanting? And can I do that self-publishing? YA kind of feels like a category that you have to publish going traditional, and I don't know if it's possible to do it as a self-published author because I don't know what that publishing track looks like. I don't know if I can market this book on social media and get to YA readers, because if I am publishing under that category, I want to reach the young readers. I want to reach the 15, 16, 17-year-olds. I want them to be able to access my novel, and I don't know if publishing in that category, if I can reach them as a self-published author. So I'm kind of hitting this point of like, I'm trying to research, but there is very little information in regards to, God, my hair is like, anyways, the story that my novel has is not something that is dictated by a specific age range. Technically, they are in college, but it can easily be played as like a secondary school where you go to it after you go through college, like the regular college age range. And I'm not sure if like it would be better to do this as a YA because it's set in college. Now, part of this does have a connection to the future books that I am planning on writing, because I'm not sure. Now, the future stories, they can very easily be adapted for a YA audience. The witchy paranormal story that I'm going to be going with for potentially my next series, my next project, it can very easily be set in a YA age range. I can very easily put them in high school or college. My intention was for it to be more of a town setting and for them not to be in school. And so I can probably still do that with YA, but I'm not 100% sure. I might still figure that out, but that's besides the point. The one after that is a mythology story, not our world mythology. I'm making new mythologies for it. And that one is not set in school of any kind. Someone from our world is portaled into that world and things happen. I'm not sure how much I want to describe yet because that's so far in the future. But the reason why I was originally so set on publishing in adult is because I have a werewolf trilogy book that I had intended to do after this one. But I've decided I'm going to hold off on that one because I think it should be under a different pen name. That story is so different, so completely out there in regards to what the rest of my novels look like, and it doesn't fit the same audience, I think was the word I was looking for. Fuck. God, I'm tired. Hold on. I've spent the last few days thinking on this and researching and trying to figure out all of the details and answer my questions in some way, shape, or form of, in order to reach the younger audiences of the people who read YA, do I have to go traditionally published? Can I do that self-published? How do I market this group? Do I have to go to school visits? Because that's a terrifying thought. Where is the 15, 16, 17-year-olds on social media? How can I reach them? How can I put my books in front of them? Is this something that should just be categorized as new adult and then move on? Do I risk publishing this as a YA and then potentially pigeonhole myself into that situation? Or can this just be the clean romantasy or romantic fantasy new adult book that I've been thinking of it as? And I'm really struggling with that because I don't know what the answers to these questions are. I just started the 6th draft, which I either did a video or the video will be coming out soon of me discussing, because that's been a long time coming, of getting from the 5th to 6th draft. I am just starting the writing process of the next draft, and I feel like it would be better to be able to answer these questions before I get so deep into the drafting phase, because I'm basically rewriting the entire novel. Sort of. It's a whole thing. I feel like the process would be easier and I wouldn't have to make as many edits if I knew this answer right now. And I don't. I don't know what's best fitted for where I'm going in the future, because I'm not for or against YA versus adult. I am not someone who thinks that I have to write in one category or the other. I'm not someone who thinks my books fit one category over the other. It has mass market appeal and it can go to both categories. It can go to audiences in both groups. And I'm not sure. I feel like I just answered my own question, because it has mass market appeal, but if I categorize it as adult, YA readers, especially younger readers, will likely not pick it up because their parents won't want them to. But if I market it as a YA, adults will pick it up. And I feel like that's the direction to go. I guess the only other question to try to figure out is, can this be self-published? And I've really been struggling with the idea of self-publishing, of doing all the details, and I feel potentially like traditionally published would be a better fit for me, especially just in the aspect of writing. I do have the heart of an entrepreneur, and I would really love to have my own business where I can make and ship products to sell. But I think for writing, maybe traditionally publishing would be a better direction. Did I just answer all my questions myself? Okay. I think I just answered my own questions. Maybe. Possibly. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, because I'm not sure. Can you self-publish a YA novel? Should I market my book for YA? If it has mass market appeal, should I just keep sticking with the new adults category I was thinking, and then basically saying like adult with YA crossover, which is basically the only way to describe it at the moment? I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments, because I don't have an idea. I feel like I answered my own questions and I don't know what to do with that information. Why have I been struggling the last few days trying to answer this question when I could just pop my camera on and talk to myself and answer my own fucking questions? My God. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. Happy writing. Bye.